My God, it's full of stars.
Evening all, welcome to Elite. There's a new version of Elite. It's very early in the morning here. I tried to get it working last night and I failed. I'm a bit of a knob when it comes to all this stuff. But look, it's a new version of Elite. First off, well, we're going to go through it, but first off, look at the spangly, sparkly graphics. If you can't tell the difference, look closer, bro. It's less orange and black. It's less of an assault on the senses. But quite a bit has changed. Obviously, the first thing to maybe look at is the obvious one, which is look at that. Looks pretty good, doesn't it? Oh, did I fail that one? Oh, no. The first one is probably the galaxy map and system map. So let me show you the galaxy map first. We now have a long sausage to enjoy our gaming experience in. So that's our little sausage there. That's 500 systems, apparently. Populated, civilized bit this end. Bugger all, death-filled snake pit canyon this way. So it's pretty cool, isn't it? And I think as I just sort of zoom in, as you can see, I can't see too much. There's just systems there, but yeah, not looking good. So again, if I just give you a perspective on what that is, a percentage of the galaxy, bugger all. 400 billion stars await us. But to have 500 stars now is bloody good. Let's go to maybe another nice feature, which is the system map. So now you have, I think, the ability to see the system. Wow, that's a weird system, isn't it? Is that it? Literally. Oh no, there we go. Oh wow, there you go. So we have obviously 3 suns. Obvious 3 kings joke there, and you can see the orbitals. If I just go up. So you can see there, that's one of the orbitals. And then you can see the station, so obviously gives you a bit of an idea. It also tells you imports, exports, things like that, which is very nice. It also shows you prohibited, so you can actually see what would be, what you could maybe smuggle, which is worth a look. But that's just a nice feature. Obviously not as complex in some systems. It's just more like the solar system where you have them all across. But notice multi-stations in a single system now. That's obviously a really nice feature. So you're starting to see quite a few of them come through. You have orbitals. These are actually, I think that's a research station. So that's an orbital. But we'll get to that. I think this is just a hell of a step forward in terms of that piece alone. Let's have a look at some other stuff. So if you come into the station view, you can see already that's brilliant. That is really, really good. I love it. It basically is just straight into what do you need to do: refuel all, repair all, reload all, blah blah blah. You then have a bit of news, which is, and it's not particularly good news, but it's getting there. Oh, there we go. Nice. So that's pretty cool, isn't it? That's pretty nice. So if you lived in a station or an orbital that's in the middle of nowhere, you might see some kind of thing. Nice. So anyway, you got news. You can look at it in your own time. But then you're straight into the important bits. Obviously, it's telling me my balance. You start again with bugger all, which is a real pain. And look, I'm back in my side window. So that's a bit of a poo. But having said that, you can get back to where you were by playing a game, and obviously you can run missions. The missions are quite good now, so you can see they've obviously got kill missions, delivery missions, and so on. Gosh, that's a lot of money. 23 bugger, but you can see you can make some money quite quick. It's looking pretty good. All the way through to, just the outfitting is obviously looking really nice as well. So you've got a much kind of simpler. You can also change your livery. So if I wanted to change my livery, I don't have any, bugger. I thought I did. Maybe not. Okay, I thought I did. Never mind. But you do have the ability to buy and equip different turrets. So here we go. These are all the different turrets. Can't afford a flipping thing, but I definitely want the gimbalized because I can't play this game with the normal guns. I suck that much. But there we go. So I think we're looking to get sort of about that much for gimbalized multi-cannons. Then we can go and terrorize the space lanes. But I think it's looking nice, and I think you have the ability to do quite a bit. As you can see, you can maybe upgrade your thrusters as well. You can do quite a lot. Look, cargo rack. So you can maybe increase your cargo wrap. I don't know what that is. Oh, stellar body scanner during did. So that's another thing we'll look at is the ability to scan systems. So as you fly around the map, you can actually get to unknown systems, and then you come to this thing called Universal Cartographics, which is a nice name. and you can buy information to do with the system. Now I believe, and I could be wrong, that that money goes to the person who discovered it. That's nice, isn't it? That's a really nice feature. I love it. I think that's just very nice. And I think obviously the credits you pay maybe is just limited to the amount that you can charge. I don't know, but either way, that's a really nice kind of system reason to go and explore. With 400 billion, think about how many that is. There's always going to be systems to explore. Now, I don't know about sun skimming. I don't know about the ability to basically go and skim suns to get fuel. I'll have to look at the notes for that one, but certainly I don't think it's there yet. Anyway, enough of this flannel. Let's get into the deep blue, black blue thing. The game looks very different. As you can see, it already just looks different from the cockpit, but I think just from a general point of view, the game plays the same, but it just looks completely different. Which is really nice. I've got to admit, I didn't think they would do this much of an upgrade. And again, I'm still playing on a really, really bad graphics card, so it's quite a testament to the game that it still runs beautifully. It really does. I think I'm just blown away by how well it runs on this really ancient steam-powered graphics card. But here we go. Look at this. Straight into the blonder. The black blonder, and look at that, isn't that sweet? The planet looks a bit weird, if you ask me, but it's nice, isn't it? And I think this is just, again, another wonderful, another wonderful thing. So let's just go and have a look at, I'm just going to actually jump to another system, I think. Let me just think about this. Let's go and have a look at that. So, it's over there, so we have to just align over there. And let's punch it. Oh, no, sorry, I don't know what happened there. The game has got a much bigger online feel now. Even if you're playing offline, you'll see stuff in-game that feels like, you know, it's happening in-game, if that makes any sense. So ships whiz past you and you think, well, that only happened in the online version before. It's now happening in this, and they're NPCs. So you actually now have the ability to track and lock onto a target in warp and follow them. Okay, we'll show you that hopefully in a moment. I mean, again, I don't think I have any contacts at the moment, but once they start to appear, you'll see the stream, the trail they leave, and then you can basically follow them. So there we go, we've got a contact, and let's lock onto him. He's actually behind me. Hang on, I'm looking. But you see in the bottom right, it's showing where he is. Am I missing him? He's actually very close to me. Just weave about just to see if I can find him. No, I don't know where he is, but basically, you know, as you get closer to him, it'll start to like pick up, you know, certain things. So it's a really, really, really nice feature. I think I've got to admit, I'm kind of blown away by that because that looks pretty cool. Look, there's another one. Let's just lock onto him. Again, it's telling me he's quite far away, but again, this begins that kind of hunter-kill, hunter-prey kind of approach. So you can actually play the game looking to find dudes. So there we go. So, you know, just let's pause there. We have a bit of an announcement to make. Trouble is now going to start playing Elite as well, so we're going to start doing a few more series on Elite. And I think we've taken stock of the channel a little bit, and we've decided that this game is so flipping awesome that we're going to do a regular spot on it now. So I just wanted to kind of tell everyone that. Please tell your friends, make sure people come and watch our videos to do with Elite, because we're going to make this quite a big part of our channel now. I think it's just such a great game as we travel. Let me just do some in-flight commentary entertainment, but we're really quite excited about, I think, where Elite's going. So we're definitely going to start doing a huge kind of look at this, and I think our new series is going to be Explorers of the Deep. What that means is we're going to kind of bumble about and try and go and explore stuff and shoot each other probably on the way. So we're looking forward to that. I think that is going to be probably the aspect of game we're going to enjoy playing, because, you know, Explorers really is just another word for pirate, really, when you think about it. And I'm really quite excited to kind of bumble across somebody in an asp or an anaconda who has decided they also want to be Serrano Fines and disappear into the darkness to explore, and then they meet us looking rather menacingly at them with a cudgel and a shillelagh ready to smash their face in and nick their precious wares. So that's pretty much our thought. I don't know if it'll work, I don't know if it'll happen, but hey, we're going to give it a bloody good go. And I think with Elite, the way it's looking right now, the way it's basically just going, this is going to be a fun game to enjoy. And we're back, so we're almost there. Seriously, that took like 5 minutes. I sat and enjoyed my cup of coffee. It was very nice. But anyway, oh crap, I keep doing that. I lean lean on the accelerator. Let me show you some of the other things. So here we go. Over in the other window, we've obviously got a much better interface between what was there before. I guess you could say it's better. I think I did prefer the previous one, but I guess I'll get used to it. I probably won't like have a problem with it very soon. But this obviously looks just excellent. And look, you've got a rank now, so I'm completely harmless. So the game knows me very well. But obviously having it's going to take a while to get our credits up again. I really want my gimbaled multi-cannoned Cobra back. I even bought the wireframe skin for it because I am that much of a knobhead that when I see buy now, stocks are limited, I'm like, whoa, and I start mashing buttons on my key to try and buy stuff. So yeah, I'm kind of a moron, but we'll show that once I've managed to scrimp and save enough for a Cobra again. I don't know how long that's going to take. The thought of having to kind of grind again is killing me. After all the Destiny grind I did, I'm not looking forward to grinding in this. But there we go. What can you do? So we've almost got here, and this is again a great example of the size of some of these systems. Even with super space technology, it still takes you flipping ages to get across the map. I guess this is because this is technically different solar systems just orbiting very close. So that's probably a good thing to bear in mind. It's awesome though. I love the fact that there are these kind of huge areas in the game, I think. I mean, look at this. I think actually that is a star. No, it's not, is it? That's a stupid thing to say, Pyrex. Bad Pyrex. I think that's just a planet, but I don't know where the star is. I thought the star was huge, but I must be wrong. But look at this, look at this, look at this. We're approaching this wonderful, weird Maya stellar research around some weird gas giant planet, which also happens to have a little rocky bit around it with a station around it. There you go, that's that. That's how NASA should be. NASA should just say, we've landed around some rocky planet, we're not sure what's going on. Actually, that is a star, look. I wasn't insane, was I? Or am I? Is that a star? I'm flipping out. It's a purple star, so it's obviously very Jimi Hendrix. It bloody well is as well. Look, it's some sort of impacted dwarf star. There you go. Look like I know what I'm talking about. I ain't a flipping clue. No idea. But that's pretty awesome, isn't it? That is just amazing. That just says to me, don't come near me, I will kick your face in. And that's just terrifying planet. But look at this, gas giant, nice. Loving that. Yeah, actually, no, I don't remember seeing many gas giants in the game. Maybe I miss. I don't know. Probably remember my brain trying to trick me there. But look at this, we're coming in on a station, a bit of civilization in the middle of nowhere around a dead, weird kind of purple haze planet star with a gas giant that looks a bit menacing and a bit kind of killy deathy. So yeah, gotta admit, I'm quite impressed with all this. This is good. Not really liking the fact that the game is completely slowed down in terms of the travel though. That's probably one negative I would say. I know nothing's changed, it just feels like it has. Like, look at this last bit here, it's like I've completely yanked on the anchors. Is it because I entered the gravity well of Killer Death Planet 1? Probably, but you know, it just feels a bit severe. So I'm just going to angle away. It's probably not going to do anything, but hey, you know, I've got to try. Now, there are massive, great big bugs, so big that if you're left alone with them, eventually they'll just cocoon you and eat you. When you jump from system to system, it doesn't always work. When you go to unload your guns and start shooting stuff, it doesn't always work. You get oh god, there we go. I missed it after all that. There we go. Whoa. Oh, seat of the pants flying from a complete knobhead, completely harmless noob. Now I'm curious how I get that thing up, because that's going to be pretty fun to get it. But there we go, look at that. It's normal, not a normal station, is it? It's actually a little kind of gantry style station, and it is literally that small. Oops, back, there we go. Can I dock, please? And basically it's like, I don't know, it's like an orbital, really. And there's a lot of these around the maps now. So every system, more or less, not all, but most, have a main station that obviously is the big spinny one. But they also will have a collection, a plethora of these kind of things, which are, I guess, orbitals. Now, they still operate as stations, I believe, but they don't have a market as much. I believe. I mean, we'll look at the difference right now, but certainly what I picked from it. And also the nice thing about it is, look, you actually don't enter the station in a rather phallic-y way. You actually just, well, you just land on it.
Landing gear not deployed.
All right. My landing gear's not down. All right. See, computer's cleverer than me as I flail and fumble about. Too far. And donk. So there we go. So we're landed on the surface of this thing. So I don't know what happens if somebody shoots me now. I'd love to see that. But as you can see, if I go into station services, it's the same. It's still got the same function, but I think you could just do a bit less. So I think there was less options here. I think there's, you know, as you can see, there's not really much here. I don't think there's a market, is there? No. But there's the ability to outfit, etc. So this is probably what you'll find in deep space. This is what they'll give you pretty far away. And I think this is kind of a great example of what the game is going to give you now, is these kind of, you know, odd orbitals around the place. I still don't know how you can do certain things like skim for fuel. I'm going to go and have a bloody good read of the patch notes, because I should have done that before I started waffling, but hey, what do you expect from this channel? Quality? Come on. And I think we're going to have a look at certainly what more the game has to offer, but I think already there's a, oh look, there's an ASP. There you go, I was about to talk about that. ASPs are in the game, and they obviously are now more of an explorer ship, so I'm told. So I'm quite excited about that. But I think my biggest problem at the moment is that we have started again from zero. So it's going to take us a little bit of time to kind of get our moolah back together and then be effective again. But as far as I'm aware, the trading stays the same, which is what we're going to give a go. We're also going to do a bit of a shooty killy death thing as well. Once we've got a good ship, that's what we'll probably do. But there we go. This is becoming an incredibly good game. It already was, but I mean, it's becoming an incredibly complete game. And I think if you're still umming and ahhing about getting into it, maybe see how these next few videos go. But I think already, I just think this is one of the best space games as it stands right now in beta 2.02. I would say it's probably one of the finest games I've seen for a very long time. There we go. Hope you enjoyed that. Keep watching, subscribe, all that usual nonsense that people say, but I think just keep watching and hopefully we'll do some really, really interesting stuff.